Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Okay, so today we are going into a new episode of this format where I'm looking for the cheapest property for sale in a selected town by me, by Italy, a place to love, in a selected town in Italy. So today I decided to find the cheapest property in a city called Pesaro. Okay, Pesaro is also a province in Italy, and Pesaro is in Marche region. So let's start investigating and let's see what's for sale in Pesaro, Marche region at the cheapest price on the market. Now, let me choose the way I'm gonna select the properties today because not always I'm following the same selection. It depends where the area is, if it's a touristic area, what's the purpose of the search. Now, for example, today I'm not looking for properties um, to rent it out, for example, properties to let, but I'm searching for properties to live, to buy and to live. And with the two main rules are the cheapest property for sale and with no renovation works to do, or if there are some renovation, the minimum amount required. Okay, let's start searching. So this time I'm gonna start from the map. Okay, this is where I am actually, Monte Milone. So it always starts because the location. So as you can see, I'm in this area of Italy. So I'm very, very close to Puglia, to Apulia region. I'm in this area called Alto Bradano. Anyway, if you like my channel and my videos, it takes 2 seconds. Please put like and subscribe. So this time I decided to now let's go first of all to Pesaro, to Marche region. So here we have Ancona, that is the capital of Marche region. And so basically Pesaro is here. This is the town of Pesaro. We are very close to Emilia-Romagna region. We are very close to San Marino, this country inside Italy, the Republic of San Marino. So let's start, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in because this time, because now why I'm choosing this way, because Pesaro is a big city. Pesaro is nearly 100,000 inhabitants, if not more. So there would be probably too many houses for sale. So I'm gonna select an area, I'm gonna draw by the area. And so I will start from here and I'll cover all the motorway line. Actually, I will avoid Fano. Fano is the nearest town. And so I'm gonna search for the properties in this area. So as we can see, we found 1,507 properties for sale. Now, let's go. Then let's do the next step. So I will avoid auction properties. Okay, exclude auction properties. I have a video, I will put in the description the video about how to, why I'm not going for properties, for auction properties. And then in this search, because I guess anyway that most of the foreigners who are interested to buy a house in Italy, they're not interested in apartments. So I will go for houses. Okay. And what else? Let me see. So then I'll go for from the lowest price. Okay. So I avoided auction. I avoided flats and apartments. So from 1,507 houses, properties for sale, now we drop to 331. Okay, now let me see. Oh, sorry, I made. All right, now let's start investigating what's for sale in this area. And let's start from the very first. I will also help myself this time with Google Maps because the way the area that I selected is quite big, and probably most of these houses are not in Pesaro city, but they are in the suburban area. If the house is very interesting, I will also go on Google Maps and I will try to find by the address the house on sale. Now, let's start from the first one. Terraced house in Via del Rio, Santa Veneranda, Candelara. Now, I guess Candelara has to be a small town around Pesaro, but we agreed that in 10-15 kilometers from Pesaro is still a good location where to search for the properties. Now, Santa Veneranda for sale, a terraced house to be renovated. Okay, just let's have a quick look. Okay, so it is totally in need of renovation, so I'll skip this house. So then I have another one, Casale Cascina in Tombaccia. Again, another one totally in need of renovation. Basically, anyway, don't get me wrong, you might be interested. This, for example, looks like a very interesting property because, anyway, there is land, it shows some, but anyway, is in ruin, is a farmhouse that is in need of total renovation. Then, let's follow the next. Detached house in Via Brigata Messina, Centinarola. Now 105, let's have a quick look to the pictures. Also this one is totally in need of renovation. Okay, let's go to the next one. Terraced house in Via Cattabrighe, Tombaccia. Cattabrighe, Pesaro. Okay, let's start from having a quick look to the pictures. So now, as far as I can see, this house, I can see that is already in a good condition. I'd say that is not in need of renovation at all. Okay, so we had a quick look. I will enter just in 1 minute. I just want to find out where Cattabrighe in Google Maps is. Okay, now let's go here. Cattabrighe, Pesaro Urbino, PU is the province, that Pesaro Urbino. So, as we can see, now let me zoom out a bit. So, this is Cattabrighe, okay, this town that doesn't look so. Cattabrighe, this is the town, doesn't look very small. Let's see how far we are from Pesaro. 1 second here, because the house looks very interesting. Okay, so the distance looks the distance looks like it's around 5 maximum 10 kilometers from Pesaro town here. It's well commuted, so I consider that it's still part of Pesaro, this town. So then going north, we are going Emilia Romagna region. Okay, so we'll find out. Let's enter into this property because this property looks quite interesting. So I want to see the pictures, all the pictures, and then we will read the description. Now, let me see. Okay, so we have, okay, the apartment is on, the house is on sale, so with no furniture. That's very good. Anyway, I see few little things that maybe are not perfect already by this picture. Okay, the front door, it's not really new. This might be changed, but the floor, it's not that bad. I see there is an heating system. So we have an open space here. I guess this is kitchen, living room, dining room. Then anyway, what I don't like, for example, I see some mold here at the bottom of this door. where you see this door on the right of the picture. The doors look a bit old, let me say, but let's keep investing. As you see, I was totally right now. At the moment I said the doors are a bit old, we can see that, for example, this room doesn't have a door, for example. So all the doors, but the frames of the windows, for example, are not that bad. I see they were actually. So the house is not in a very bad shape. The doors, I would focus just on the doors. And anyway, some tiles here. Okay, there are some works to do, but I don't see this as a massive job. It's something that with few thousand euro, with not big amount. Now the house is on sale for 100,000 euro. It's 100 square meters. It's 5 rooms. It's quite big. I'd say that this, for example, could be an interesting house. Then we have a staircase leading to the upper floor. All right. Anyway, what I see, for example, this looks it looks like it's already on the upper floor. Some doors are white, some doors are brown. So the doors is something that has to be looked after. But the frames of the windows, for example, they don't look very old. So then there is some furniture. The floor itself, it looks in a good condition, unless you want to make your brand new floor. But I see a quite spacious bedroom, for example. I like when the bedroom is quite spacious. I might see already some lovely furniture, some rugs. So a corner where you can having your relaxing time. It's a nice bedroom here. Okay, the bathroom, as far as I see, is not in a very good shape. Maybe in the beginning I could accept it as it is. The house itself, for me anyway, it's at 80%. 80% means that there's still a 20% of works that have to be done. I also see a kind of fireplace. I don't know if this fireplace is closed, but anyway, it's interesting. We have a balcony that is nice. Anyway, the town itself is not very big, so you might be far from the noise of the city. Now here there is a floor map, and we have the first floor. Okay, this is not the ground floor. Um, so we have a hall. Here there are the staircase leading to the upper floor. Here we have a corridor with a small bathroom and 2 bedrooms on the first floor. Okay. Then here we have the basement. So because cantina in Italian is a cellar, so you have stair leading to the basement. And then here we have the ground floor. Piano terra is the ground floor in Italian. So we have the entrance on the open space, as I said, with kitchen, dining room, and living room all in one space. In Italy, this is the classical structure. Then probably here there is the fireplace. Here there is that door that we saw before that is probably leading to the basement. There is an entrance with the staircase that is going to the basement. So anyway, here for example, this bedroom I could turn this bedroom into a living room. We have a bathroom, so there are 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, kitchen, dining room. I'd say it's a quite spacious house and it's interesting. Now let's read the description. Now, in Cattabrighe central area, in a quiet and private street, away from traffic and close to the main commercial activities such as supermarkets, public transport, primary and secondary school. Composition. The house is on 2 levels for a total of about 100 square meters. On the ground floor, there is an entrance that leads to the living area consisting of a dining room with fireplace. Yes, so there is the fireplace, kitchenette and closet. Proceeding, we find a large double bedroom and a main bathroom. I said that this bedroom I would turn it, for example, into a lovely living room. An internal staircase leads to the upper floor where we find two large double bedrooms, one with a balcony, as well as a small bathroom. The property is completed by a cellar of about 78 square meters with direct connection to the apartment and an adjacent exclusive courtyard of about 20 square meters. So there's also a little private garden. Okay, now the property needs renovation. I'd say that for me, the bathrooms and the door they might be in need, but if I really want to go very far, I'd say with a 20,000 euro I could make it already a decent place. Our site, okay, on our okay, let me see here. It says needs renovating, but again, the condition is not that bad. Land of plot, 100 square meters. So, let me say, this property gets my approval. In case you would like to live in this area, anyway, this is the type of house that I would go for. Okay, so let's see what's next. Now we have a detached house in Strada Fornace Mancini. We are 115,000 euros. An example. Obviously, I would go for that one. Maybe here there's also land. Yeah, 500 square meters of land. Now, anyway, 500 square meters. It's not a big. It's not a big plot of land. Anyway, we'll see. We see that this house is totally in need of renovation. Looks quite spacious, but maybe this could be an investment for someone who would like to make, for example, a guest house. But I would say that here you need to spend at least 200,000 euro more. Okay, detached house in Strada Comunale. Let's watch shortly this video. Again, we see a lovely house, but in needs of renovation, I'd say, even if it's better than I thought. Problem is generally the facade from outside. Anyway, it needs to be looked after. Anyway, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I want to see how many pictures they have. They have 22 pictures. So, anyway, I'd say that obviously is in need of renovation, but it's not that bad. 115, there's a lot of space, there are cellars. Uh, Maybe here the problem, obviously, with this furniture, but anyway, I see some major works. Uh, Unless, for example, someone who is good in renovation itself, for example, I always forget to say that, for example, if there is someone who is a construction worker and is able to do the renovation work itself himself, go for it. Because anyway, if you have disability, so it makes you can save a lot of money. Obviously, the labor. Anyway, let's go to the next. Villa in Strada del Montefeltro, Borgo Santa Maria, Case Bruciate, Burned House, it's funny the name, Torraccia, Pesaro. Let's have a quick look. Now, for example, okay, the pictures are not great pictures, but the house itself, it's not that bad. Okay, as I've done before, I'm gonna do like this. Okay, we had a quick look to the picture and the house itself. The house itself looks interesting. Now they are asking 115,000, parking included, three rooms, 65 square meters. Now Torraccia, that's what we have to look. That's what we have to look for. Torraccia. Let's go here on Google Maps and let's write Torraccia, Pesaro, Urbino, Torraccia, San Marino, Strada della Torraccia, Pesaro, Urbino. Okay, so anyway, this is the area where we are. Strada della Torraccia, I guess Torraccia. has to be close to this place. Cattabrighe, this is where we've had, okay, case bruciate. So basically we are here, case bruciate, where it says burned house, burned houses. But anyway, so Pesaro here, so we say we are in this area here. I guess again we are a bit further from Cattabrighe was much closer to Pesaro. Here we are, for example, in, let's go, Case Bruciate. Okay, what I already see, this is the town, the little town, Case Bruciate. What do I see here? For example, this is the motorway. So it's a bit close to the motorway, but not very, very, very close. We also have I mean, I guess from here you won't hear the noise of the motorway. Already, it's different when you're buying a house just beside the motorway. But let's have a look to this property. Okay, so for 115, let's see. Okay, this is the house from outside, and it doesn't look very bad. It's a typical townhouse uh, in Italy. I don't know. I don't know. I need to investigate. Let's investigate a bit better. The house itself has a structure. Is a semi-detached house with a private parking space, with a little courtyard. So let me see the pictures. Now the pictures are not great. This is always because the Italian style of making awful pictures. They need to improve a lot. But the estate agencies, the realtors, needs to improve unless they let the, the sellers take the pictures. But if they want to make a fast sale, let me say they should make straight away better pictures and show the potential. Now I go back simply because anyway, according to me, oh wait a second, I go back here, I see a stove here. So the house is also having a stove. The house itself doesn't look bad. For example, the kitchen, I can see that it's not a very old kitchen. So the house has been lived and kept in a good standard. These vertical pictures are not helping for sure. Anyway, we have an interesting bedroom with facing two sides, two directions. This is always nice because it will make brighter the room. This is a storage room. Here I see a decent bathroom. So the bathroom looks decent. Nothing wrong with this. This is always the same bathroom. Then we have a terrace. This looks like it looks like a small terrace, but it's nice. I mean, you are far, let me say, from the noise of the town here. It looks like you might have even your plot of land, small plot of land. Uh, what is it? This it looks like another kitchen. Interesting, interesting. It it would be nice to understand how the property is divided. Okay, so here we are on the map. Now it's not showing the location itself, but but anyway, let me see. Casa Bruciate. This is probably in this area here. So we are in between the motorway, but anyway, it's already far enough to not hear the noise. Okay, so the pictures itself don't look bad. Now, what I want to read is the description to understand if they consider that is in need of renovation or not. So, close to the Pesaro side motorway toll booth. So, you are close to the motorway. That can be a plus in case, anyway, you are someone who likes to travel. You don't need to drive 10 or 20 or 50 kilometers before you reach the motorway. offer for sale an exclusive apartment in a completely independent townhouse. Independent entrance with a small street that leads to the entrance of the property, composed on the ground floor of a storage room used as a tavern, with access to a small open space. On the first floor of 65 square meters, composed of living room, kitchenette, double bedroom, with walk-in closet, bathroom, two terraces, and attic. Interesting. Outdoor open space, air conditioning. The property is completed by an open space of about 40 square meters, so a little garden, little plot of land. The apartment was renovated in 2010, including an electrical and plumbing system, so that's an extra. So we have a house that for 115,000 euro, it's ready to live, keys in hands. All you have to do is to buy your furniture, and again, you are in a lovely area. You are close to Pesaro, that is a beautiful city, and also close to Urbino, so close to many beautiful places in Marche region. Also very close to Emilia Romagna, San Marino, I already said. Roof remade in 2018. Wow. Okay, now the only thing I might guess if the price is so low is only because maybe it's too close to the motorway. Should investigate by going there. I mean, unless someone is interested. So, for example, if someone it might be interested in this property, I would recommend first a trip to investigate about the location and then so on. If you are interested, you can complete your purchase. Now, complete with kitchen with appliances, interesting, living room cabinet and bathroom cabinet, shower cubicle. Price is 125 euro negotiable, so it's already dropping, as we can see. Now, I'm telling you, I should make a video where I can actually state that the prices are slightly dropping in Italy. Obviously, there's a combination of factors which are the very high interest rates for fixed term mortgage. Now, this is a kind of a problem because to buy, for example, a house like this with a mortgage for 25, 30 years means you're gonna get 6 or 7% interest rates. That is quite high. I'd say for me, a fixed term, good fixed term should be around 4% if I'm going to buy with a mortgage. Now it says villa, 65 square meters built, 3 rooms, 1 bathroom. Okay, the fact that there's only 1 bathroom would be better to have 2. Anyway, garage and parking spaces included in the price. That's very good. Second hand, good condition, individual heating, garden. Anyway, it's a very, very interesting property. If you like it, you may just follow the same way I've been searching for the property, or you can actually just type, the name of the property itself. Anyway, it's not bad. Interesting. Roof was recently made. Maybe few things you might change in the future, like these. I don't know what they call it in English. Let me check. 1 second. Let me go on Google Translate. Translate. Le serrande. In Italian we say serrande or saracinesche. Let me see. Saracinesche. The shutters. Okay. So I see the only thing that are not in a very, very good quality are the shutters. This one green here and the one on the upper floor. Anyway, let's go to the next property and let's investigate what we have here for 118,000. Now this house, now it's particular because it shows a different portion. So I see a brand new roof. That's interesting. Okay, it looks like the house has to be finished. That wasn't finished, but the roof is in a very good condition. I believe only this roof cost a good amount of money. It might not be necessary to spend a fortune. Obviously, the floor, to plaster the walls, to complete the bathroom. I guess this is the bathroom. Anyway, there are some features that are very, very interesting of this house. It looks like different portion, plenty of space, garages. It's an interesting house. It's a very interesting house. I'm not gonna check the location simply because I wanna read the description. Okay, this probably. I'm wondering if this is already part of the house that was finished or it's just a computer image. It looks more. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Let me read the description because we're gonna find more information here. Now, Fano. So we are close to Fano, Belgatto area. You see when I draw on the map, I avoided Fano, but probably this house is closer to Fano than to Pesaro. Belgatto area, Fano is also a lovely town, lovely small city. A few kilometers from the center and the sea, we offer for sale an apartment on the first floor with independent entrance and a large independent garden. So it's an apartment on the first floor with independent entrance. Okay. The property is in its raw state and consists of three rooms. The property includes a large warehouse and another room on the garden level of 70 meters square. Possibility of creating another apartment in the rooms used as a cellar and warehouse, or in the same rooms creating service rooms, rumpus rooms, study, garage, and laundry. So they're asking 118,000 euro, but they say anyway it's in need of renovation. Um, it's just on the, let me say, has to be completed. Okay, let's see what's next for 120,000 here. I want to see quickly these pictures to understand if the house is it renovate if it's in renovation. This might not be very safe, but anyway, the house itself doesn't look very bad. Obviously, if you have children, this might be very hot during the winter. If you're turning on the fireplace, obviously it's give you heating, but it's not very safe unless in case you touch this. I don't really find it very smart, but the roof is good. So then you have the windows from the roof. You have a lovely view. Maybe you also might have a view on the sea. I want to understand the ceiling here. Looks like it's a wooden ceiling. So the house itself looks quite interesting. I want to enter in the property and let's investigate it. Detached house for sale in Strada della Badia, 120,000, 50 meters square, two rooms. It looks a bit small. It looks like there is only one bedroom. Now, a few steps from the city in the hilly area of Santa Colomba, we offer a 50 square meter terraced house on two levels. Private entrance with a paved outdoor area with the possibility of accessing it by car, living room with kitchenette, sorry, fireplace and wood burning stove, recently renovated bathroom, spiral staircase leading to the upper floor where there is the bedroom. The house is self-managed with solar panels and heating. That's very good. Anyway, if in between solar panels and the fireplace, so you might not be in need of gas. Actually, it says with a wood burning stove, there is no gas. The property needs an internal revision, so it might be in need of some works. Now, the only thing is that the property is a bit small, but anyway, the good thing is individual heating Anyway, solar panels. There are some plus of this house. Obviously, I want to go back. I want to understand what they consider by renovating because, okay, for example, here the kitchen place is not very big, apart the furniture, but okay, the house itself looks a bit old. The structure of the house. Then you have the staircase, the spiral staircase leading. Let me say, yes, it might be. I see the floor is in bits. Yes, 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 yes. So it might be in need of some works, and actually the house itself is quite small, but anyway, it's not bad, for example, for a couple, but anyway, if you want to relocate here, obviously you might be interested to have bigger space. Okay, more spaces. Now, let's see what's next. 120 terraced house in via Cattabrighe. Here, for example, I see a lovely terrace that can be, but I think is in need of renovation. Anyway, this house, lovely terrace, quite spacious terrace, 120,000. Roof for me has to be reviewed. It's not very new. So some TLC. The house is an old house with fascinating, let me say. It's interesting when, but anyway, from inside, it looks quite spacious. It is in need of works. I don't know if this was a kind of restaurant. Um, okay, is in need of renovation. I'd say with another 100,000 euro here. But this could become, for example, 13 rooms. Okay, it's 409 square meters. This could also be interesting. No, why? No, why I'm discarding? No way. I lost the property here. Okay, let me go back. I want to see the pictures here of this house. Anyway, because it's very big, we are talking about 400 square meters, and okay, this could be a good investment. Obviously, there are works to do, but the house itself looks very interesting. It's in a touristic location, so it might be set up a kind of B&B. It's interesting the space inside. So it looks like it was a kind of bar or lounge, little restaurant, something like that. Or maybe it was already a guest house, simply a bit in an abandoned condition, but it's very interesting. This, if you have an idea, for example, of making your own activity, your own business, obviously it needs to be save what you can save. Don't throw if you have good floors. Don't throw, but I see different spaces, interesting different spaces is in need of renovation. So I just want to read quickly the description to understand how many rooms there are. They say 13 rooms, but anyway, an entire real estate complex of approximately 400 square meters of commercial space completely to be renovated is for sale. The property consists of two residential units of approximately 120 meters square and 106 and a commercial unit of 130. So it's an interesting space. Contact us to arrange a visit, 120,000. Anyway, it's not bad. There is space, there is terrace, there is garage, there is garden, no heating. Anyway, with a good investment. But this, again, if you are interested to make your own business, For example, if someone is interested to open a restaurant or a bar or any type of business activities anyway. Now here we go, so from 120 straight away we go to 149. For example, here they have this house that are already dropping the price from 169 to 149,000. Again, there is a kind of decreasing of the prices. This is an interesting topic to talk maybe just in one video. What is gonna be my forecast about the properties here in Italy? To be honest, personally, I think the prices are gonna drop more because if the market is not moving, if there are not new contracts about buying, purchasing new houses, um, if there's not an increasing of mortgages, demand of mortgages, and if the interest rates they keep staying high for a fixed term, for a long fixed term like 20, 25, 30 years, I see difficult for the prices. And to be honest, personally, I consider that Italy is a bit overpriced. There are some areas where I consider myself that the prices are simply overrated. This is my own consideration. All right, so then let's have a look to this one for 149. Okay, it looks like it's also has to be finished. It's not bad, the house itself, 3 rooms, 98 square meters, Fano first outskirt. So we are closer to Fano than to Pesaro. Okay, then we have terraced house in Muraglia. Again, plenty of works to do, totally in need of renovation. Let's see what's next. Terraced house in Via Cattabrighe. This has a lovely terrace, for example. What I can see from the very first picture, if this is the house, okay, then the terrace is facing someone else's property, should be investigated. Anyway, the property it looks like not in a bad condition. There is space, obviously there are 2 bedrooms. I don't know if there are 3 bedrooms, 7 rooms, 296 square meters. I mean, this house is interesting. Let me enter. 155 square meters. I want to read the description to understand. Let me see the floor plan. Okay, there are 2 floors. The ground floor here with plenty of space. And then we have the first floor with 4 rooms, a small bathroom, probably a terrace. Interesting. It should be, anyway, let's investigate a bit the pictures. The price is not bad. Then it depends. Anyway, here the thing is that I see a ground floor, unless also this portion of house is, for example, if the house is this one on the left or on the right. Anyway, from outside I say there are some works to do. Anyway, here we have a corridor hall. Here we have a kitchen, living room, dining room with a kitchenette, and living room. It's a quite decent open space. Is it this the same? Let me see. I don't know. It looks like it's another room. This one. I see. It looks like there is a fireplace. Anyway, there are radiators. There is an heating system. There are windows, so it's quite bright. Obviously, it's a disgrace to take pictures with boxes. With anyway, again, the Italian standards. But I see a lovely space, staircases here, windows that makes bright. Um, so here we have a bedroom. Okay, this paper wall, get rid of it. Very, very old style. Um, Another bedroom. You see, it's already without paper wall, and it's already better. So then we have another bedroom here. That's very, very interesting, with two windows, so facing two different directions. You might get more light. Why they close the window? Why they don't let the sound, let the light letting in? Here there is another bedroom, so it looks like there are four bedrooms. This is a cellar or deposit. Um, okay, bathroom is in need of renovation. You might keep some things, you know. Anyway, it has a decent space, this house. You should only be focusing on how uh, redesignate the area itself. Now, for sale, semi-detached house on two levels to be completely renovated. Completely, I don't know, I'd say maybe 40%, 50% of the place needs to be renovated. The property consists of, on the ground floor, large entrance hall, kitchen, living room, bathroom with window and closet, laundry and laundry. On the first floor, two double bedrooms and a double bedroom and a single bedroom, so there are four bedrooms, two bathrooms with windows. I'm wondering, so there are three bathrooms. So this, for example, could also be a kind of investment, because not only to, if you like to live in a big house, 155,000, maybe to spend another 100,000 and to make it anyway the house of your dreams, but is in need anyway of kind of renovation. There is individual heating, 7 rooms. Uh, the property is completed by an exclusive paved outdoor area, a habitable terrace, storage rooms, and two shops on the ground floor that can be joined to the real estate unit. So it also has two shops. That should be investigated. I mean, if has the chance to be, for example, rented out, just the shops, possibility of purchasing another property, a real estate unit of approximately 400 square meters, request 155,000. So it's an interesting property. It needs a good investment. I'd say it is in need of some kind of renovation. This ceiling, for example, I don't find it attractive at all. Um, anyway, this is what it is, this property. Obviously, we are checking for the cheapest property. Now, let me just have a look to one more. So we were at 155,000 euro. Then we have this detached house. Looks already like a farmhouse in Via Flaminia. So probably totally in need of renovation, but with big plot of land. So I'd say is a farmhouse. Then we have terraced house in Pantano, Calcinari, totally in need. Pesaro, other suburbs. La Pesarese agency offers a two-level in a classic terrace residential property. Again, here they're only showing the floor maps unless you have to build your own. Then 180. Here, this property. It's not that bad. Anyway, the asking price, obviously 180, is not very, very cheap. It's a detached house. It's not semi-detached or independent. Looks like it's this one. Anyway, it's interesting. Fano Carrara terraced house, completely and excellently renovated. Okay, here you are not in need of renovation. You might go for it. It's a pity there's no terrace. Again, I want to have a quick look to the pictures. Anyway, you are leading. It's the kind of narrow house. This the problem, but it's in a good condition. So you might just do little details for yourself to make it the house you love it. It's very narrow here. I, don't understand how can a house can develop. Um, all right, now here I'm trying to understand the space. Okay, it's a bit narrow, but anyway, it's an interesting property. Now let's see this, the last one. Let's enter just because I see a lovely terrace. Now let's read semi-detached house for sale in Muraglia, Loreto, Monte Granaro, 185 in a street away from traffic but close to the services and shops of Piazza Ready, apartment for sale on the second floor without a lift, with an independent entrance. So in Italy, generally, if an apartment has an independent entrance, is already considered a house. In a three-family building combined on one side of approximately 108 square meters and composed of a large entrance, kitchen with balcony shared with living room, two very large double bedrooms with second balcony, bathroom and access to the upper attic floor with good heights and habitable terrace of approximately 20 square meter. The property includes a covered parking space, original finishes but are ready with heating system with copper pipes, no condominium expenses, free immediately. Let me read. Semi-detached house, 184 square meters built, 6 rooms, 1 bathroom. The fact that there is only one bathroom doesn't really make it very interesting, because anyway, let me read again. Of a large entrance, kitchen with balcony shared with living room, two very large double bedroom, bathroom, and okay, let me see the pictures, because I can't believe all these square meters and there's only one bathroom. Now the terrace is nice. There is a lovely terrace. You can already see the town. Maybe this is Fano town, so you are in between Fano and Pesaro. You can also see the hills around the area. You are very close to the sea. This is the interesting. It's an interesting attic. Obviously, the attic probably has to be completed. Okay, it's a bit an old stylish house. Um, the furniture is very old. Obviously, we are getting confused by the furniture while we see this property. So here I see one bathroom that is in a good condition. That's all right. Staircase leading to the attic, probably. So the attic, let me see the condition of the attic. So they have an heating boiler here, gas boiler. Um, Looks like it was made recently. The condition itself is not very bad. I mean, obviously it might be in needs of some renovation works. What do they are saying here? In good condition. The attic, I don't see the attic in a very good condition, so I'd say we are at 30% of works that needs to be done in this property. All right, okay, my friends. So just let me see where is this location, because the house itself is interesting. Now, detached house for sale in Muraglia, Loreto, Monte Granaro, Pesaro. Now let's check on Google Maps where Muraglia is. I'd say we have to look for Muraglia, Pesaro, Urbino, Muraglia, Pesaro. Let me see. What do they showing? No. So basically from this Muraglia. Okay, it seems like Muraglia is a district of with the hospitals, so it's a district of Pesaro on the outskirts, but we are very close to the sea. That's extremely an advantage anyway. It looks even kind of walking distance, 1 kilometer by bike. Wow. Anyway, location is good. Then La Quercia, Muraglia. Now I want to see if they're showing here on the map where this property is. Maybe they're giving a better location. Okay, here they're showing. Okay, no. Let me see 1 second because I have problems to zoom in, to zoom out. Sorry. Okay, they are not showing the correct location on purpose. In many properties they are not, but as we can see, they say Muraglia. Now Muraglia was this area here. Anyway, close to Pesaro, close to the sea, close to the motorway, close to the hills. Location is extremely nice. Okay, my friends, so from this property here, from for 80 for 185,000 euro, I'll see you to my next episode of the cheapest property for sale in a selected house, in a selected location or town or city by me. Each time different purposes. Sometimes might be an investment, sometimes might be a property to live. Anyway, my friends, so if you like the video and you watched it up to now, please put like and subscribe, and I'll see you to my next video. Bye.